You don't need a mask when you've got a bucket.
Let's talk about that. Good Mythical Morning.
Thank you for making us a part of your daily routine, and thank you if you're subscribed. If you're not, you should subscribe so that you know when the next video is there. Because it's in your subscription. So subscribe if you're not.
Now, being a criminal is wrong, but if you're going to do something wrong, you should at least do it right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But some people can't even get wrong right.
And if you're gonna prioritize the things that you want to get right as like a criminal or say a robber, I'm just gonna put it out there that a face disguise, AKA a mask, is really important to get that right. But a lot of the criminals that we are gonna talk about today, in fact, all of them, missed that memo.
Yes, they did. Starting in Ashland, Kentucky, back in 2007. Now, everybody knows that duct tape can be used to do anything.
Uh-huh.
But does that include making a mask for a robber?
Sure.
Well, if you're a KCD Kazi, that's how I like to say his name.
KCG
Kazi. Yes, it does. Here he is, Link. There's KCG.
I would like to retract my statement that duct tape can be used for anything.
Well, you didn't know that was Casey, did you?
No, man, he looks like he's been in a fight, too.
Well, let me tell you what happened to Casey. First thing he did, he decided to rob Shamrock Liquors. That was an unlucky decision. And then he had a lot of bright ideas beyond the duct tape mask, including trying to steal rolls of change. So you're gonna pick the heaviest, bulkiest, least valuable money. I mean, everything is wrong with this, but he's going for the rolls of change. I don't know, maybe he likes them.
But if you're gonna grab handfuls of change, then you're gonna have to roll it yourself later. So,
he did
maybe
that.
Maybe he's reducing his work.
The store manager caught him doing that and then chased him out of the store, ironically, with a wooden club wrapped in duct tape.
Oh, anything.
And along with another employee, they wrestle KCG Kazi to the ground. And then the police arrive, at which point they remove the duct tape and reveal that this is indeed KCD Kazi.
Now, at that moment that the police are removing his mask, I'm pretty sure it dawned on him, not a good mask.
Yeah. And it looks like he might have lost a right eyebrow in the process. I don't know. The left one looks like it's intact.
And like part of his lip.
So that's where the lip, he's being held down. But okay,
so the cashier like bloodied his lip.
Yeah, he's arrested and he's put in jail. He becomes known as the duct tape bandit.
Of course
but then he makes an appearance on the local news where he denies it. Let's hear what he had to say on the local news.
Look at me. Do I look like a duct tape bandit, baby? I'm not no duct tape bandit, you hear me? Live one-on-one, Ashland, Kentucky, you know this is not me. Now look, do the math, do the homework, man.
They don't have this kind of local news coverage around here. Like, criminals don't make defenses to the news. But I guess they do in Kentucky.
But that's effective. I mean, his argument was really effective. He said, this is not me.
Yeah.
Which that
really throws them off.
That's an airtight argument.
That gets the cops off your trail
But
real fast.
what's the math I'm supposed to be doing? I don't do the math, do what homework?
It might be like, my face plus duct tape equals duct tape bandit. I did the math and it leads to him.
All right, I got another one for you. In 2012, Jamie Neal, no relation, and his partner Gareth Tilley, no relation, they had different last names,
right?
Were throwing back some pints in Cornwall, England, when they decide to rob a nearby convenience store.
Good idea.
It says convenient in the title. Yeah. It must be convenient to rob it. I'm not a professional robber, but I know if I'm gonna wear a mask, that mask should conceal my face.
That's typically key.
His mask did not do that because he put a plastic see-through bag over his entire head and walks into the convenience store. Here is a still from the convenience store camera.
Yeah, you can make out his features.
It's like
because the bag is clear.
He went to a grocery store, stole a produce bag, threw it over, and then went here to steal some other stuff.
Maybe he's like Translucent Man or something. Maybe he's a superhero.
His partner, Gareth, who was wearing a scarf over his face.
That's fashionable.
Aimed a gun at the lone female cashier, and then the gun did something that guns don't typically do. It emitted a light blue light, and then it was very light.
Faint blue light.
A faint blue light, and it started to vibrate. Because it was not a gun, It was a phone.
Oh, these guys are full of good
At this point, she hits the alarm. Jamie jumps over the counter, headbutts the woman, and starts taking some booze and gets out of there.
Well, he didn't get hurt, I'm assuming, because of that plastic bag protecting his forehead.
Yeah, spoiler alert, he was caught because his mask was see-through. This is his mugshot. The headbutt did not do him any favors.
I think it cut him. Cut him a little bit.
Yeah.
That woman had a sharp forehead.
They did take the bag off for the mugshot, which is a good idea.
Don't headbutt a sharp-headed woman. Don't headbutt a woman, period. Don't headbutt anybody.
No. Doesn't look like the type of guy that that needs to have oxygen, less oxygen going to his brain.
True.
I'm just gonna put that out there.
Okay, Redding, California, 2013. Typically, a robber puts on a mask before he arrives at the scene.
Yeah.
But not this guy. This is convenience store footage of his arrival. There he is in his pants.
No mask. Nice pants.
Real nice pants. He's like,
He's going away?
Maybe I should put on a mask. Okay, back.
This is a different guy.
Yep.
Nope, that's still him.
Whoa! Oh, tripped.
He threw a rock and
tripped again.
Ran.
He's having a lot of trouble. Now, a lot of people think that this guy got scared when he tried to break the window.
I'm trying to do the math and the homework on this one.
Yeah, don't even try. But the key is, I figured this one out. He's fully satisfied with all the other burglaries that he has committed that night and all the stuff that he has stuffed into his crotch area. He's got all kinds of merchandise in those polka dotted stretch pants. I don't know what that is in there, but I'm just gonna give the guy the benefit of the doubt and say that that's stolen stuff. That is not his body. Actually, this guy, ironically, is still at large.
They didn't catch him?
Get it?
Yeah, I do get it, but they didn't catch him.
They didn't catch him, but he's been seen 7 million times on YouTube.
All right, guys, I got a robber who's got a really good head on his shoulders with something interesting over the top of it. Richard Boudreaux was a former employee of Kenny's Seafood in Slidell, Louisiana.
Boudreaux
working at the seafood place. Well, he didn't work there anymore. I don't know if he got fired or whatever, but he certainly had bad blood with his former boss. So he decided to get his revenge and rob the place. And Boudreaux gets totally prepped before he goes in there. He put on camouflage pants. He put on a camouflage jacket. He even put on camouflage gloves.
But is he trying to rob a bird's nest in the woods?
No.
Typically, this is not the kind of wardrobe.
A lot of foliage in this
well, in Louisiana, you got to get through the
restaurant.
bayou to get to anything. So I guess that made sense.
As prepared as he was, he forgot one thing. The mask. But that did not deter him. When he shows up, I guess outside of the place, he finds a bucket. And then he puts a bucket over his head, and thank goodness, not only for justice, but also for entertainment, the restaurant security camera caught the whole thing. Let's watch him fumbling around. He's the guy there with the bucket on his head.
Yes, got it.
Look at it. I mean, he has to kind of tilt it up a little bit. And then he's fumbling through.
But you know what? He's protected. If he does run into anything, he's got that bucket on his head.
It's like
he's
a
not
helmet.
going to get hurt.
It's the safety precaution.
And he could go duck hunting right after this, and he's got a bucket to put the ducks in.
That's a good point. Mm-hmm. He got $350 cash, but the police did identify him because he had to lift up the bucket in order to see a few times.
Right.
And they caught enough of his face.
You got to put holes in your bucket
to put him away. You got to put some eye holes in that bucket.
Okay, Carroll, Iowa, 2009. Matthew McNeely and Joey Miller, two incredibly enterprising men, having a few drinks together. They come up with a great idea to break into a house. Let's break into a house, man. But, dude, we're not ready. We don't have masks.
Yet.
But you know what we do have? We have a permanent black marker. That's all Matthew and Joey needed. Here they are.
You're kidding me.
So, as you can see, I really respect what Matthew tried here. It's more of the traditional superhero mask, Lone Ranger, Robin style.
I'd say it's almost Catwoman.
Yes. And but Joey really went to a new level. He did the full beard and then the nose beard.
Bless your heart, Joey.
But listen, my favorite part of this is what Joey did over his right eye, and I could just imagine what happened. He did that little thing over his right eye, and he was about to go to the left eye. Matthew was like, no. Stop right there.
Perfect,
You
man.
looked perfect. Don't throw them off. If you paint the left eye, they're going to know it's us.
Yeah, I mean, I can if I knew these guys, I I think I'd still know him.
Yeah,
I'm just
right.
saying.
Yeah, if you knew Matthew and Joey, this would still be Matthew and Joey, just with some marker on their face.
Like the result of like a frat prank or something.
Well, believe it or not, they were spotted trying to break into this house. A witness said 2 men with painted faces are trying to break into a house. The cops just show up, and they don't know who they are, and then they wash their faces, and they're like, oh, it's Matthew and Joey in trouble again. They get arrested. But you know what? This is actually one of the few stories that ends well because Matthew and Joey are the first ever crime duo to sign an endorsement deal with Sharpie.
Oh, congratulations.
Woo! Congrats, guys!
All right. So take these lessons to heart, people. Wear good masks when robbing stuff.
Yeah, we've given a lot of good advice to potential criminals on this show.
Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and not robbing anyone.
You know what time it is.
I'm Jody. And I'm Caitlin, and we're here at The Force Awakens. And it's time to spin the wheel of mythicality.
My beard oil and Link's lip balm will not keep you from being recognized by the cops, but it'll make your beard luscious, and it'll make your lips luscious as well.
Peculiarly perfect peanut butter peppermint.
Renly.com/store.
Click through to Good Mythical Morning. We are going to play I Am Toast. It's a video game.
I am bread, actually.
I am bread.
You might be toast if you play well enough. Red is the only person on Earth. Do I really have this place to myself? Well, I'm gonna take my pants. Oh no!
What's in that bowl?
Oh, you wanna check it out? Give me a
Is that
second.
like, it's like,
Give me a second. I gotta
like
get over
maggots in tomato sauce.
Oh!